Next one is fiber splices. Fiber splices is the one of the fiber joints which is used for permanently joining between the two optical fibers. To join two optical fibers permanently, we will go for splicing techniques. So fiber splices, it is a permanent joint between the two optical waveguides. It is a permanent joint between the two optical fibers and means for joining two fiber ends. It is meant for joining two optical fibers. Splicers are meant for joining two fiber ends. And third one is a device that provides a connection between two fibers, typically intended to be permanent. Whenever we need permanent connection between the two optical fibers, we will go for splicing techniques. And next one is mechanical splicers. It is a semi-permanent connection between two fibers made with an alignment device and index matching material. Index matching material or adhesive material, nothing but some kind of gel. And second one is of optical fibers, a splice, that is a permanent joint accomplished by aligning the mating fibers in some kind of mechanical fixer. Now we will see what are different types of splicing techniques. There are two splicing techniques. First one is fusion splicing technique and second one is mechanical splicing technique. The categorization of splicing techniques can be two types. First one is fusion technique and second one is mechanical splicing technique. Mechanical splicing technique again subcategorized into two types. First one is V-grooved splicing technique. Second one is elastic tube splicing technique. Now we will see the comparison of splicing techniques. When we will go for comparison between any two optical splicing techniques, we need to consider first one is cost of the system, and second one is usage, and third one is quantity, and fourth one is performance of the system. Now we will see the comparison between fusion splicing and mechanical splicing. So there are some advantages and disadvantages for both fusion splicing and mechanical splicing. Now we will see one by one. So in fusion splicing, cost per splice cheaper. And second one is lower insertion loss less than 0.1 dB. And lower reflectance. Lower reflectance is nothing but more return loss, highest return loss. And fourth one is very high performance, a stronger signal and better protection against cable failures. A strong signal and better protection against cable failures. And it is strong, reliable and weatherproof joint. Fusion splicing techniques are a permanent joint between the two optical fiber cables with electric arc principle. So these are very strong, reliable and weatherproof joint. And disadvantages: machine cost is more expensive. You need to consider machine cost is more expensive. So high initial investment must be required. And second one is some training required initially for the technician. And mechanical splicing. Advantages of mechanical splicing: so no expensive machinery needed. Expensive machinery is not needed. and tools that are required are very cheap. Tools that are required are very cheap. And next one is minimum training required. So training of the technician is more easy. And disadvantages. Cost per splice is higher. The plastic alignment sleeve is more expensive than the heat shrink tube. The plastic alignment sleeve is more expensive than heat shrink tube for fusion splicing. In fusion splicing generally we will go for heat shrink tube for fusion splicing. So higher insertion loss, typically 0.2 to 0.75 dB. Higher insertion loss, which is typically around 0.2 to 0.7 dB. And next one is higher reflectance. And fusion splice, one continuous fiber at the end. So in mechanical splicing, two fibers tightly and precisely held together with the adhesive material or any gel material. And next one is typically used for single mode fibers. In fusion splicing techniques are typically used for single mode fibers, and these are typically used for multi-mode fibers, apart from aerial and underwater applications where a fusion splice is more reliable. These are the differences between fusion splicing and mechanical splicing with pros and cons, with advantages and disadvantages. Next one is misalignment loss. Misalignment losses in single mode fibers and multi-mode fibers. The loss of power resulting from angular misalignment, lateral displacement and end separation. Misalignment is nothing but a loss of power which results from first one angular misalignment and lateral misalignment, and third one is end separation. So this misalignment losses can be categorized into three types. First one is lateral misalignment or axial misalignment, and second one is longitudinal or end separation, and third one is angular misalignment. So if you see lateral offset loss, in fiber optics, a loss of optical power at splice or connector, caused by lateral, that is transverse or offset of the mating fiber cores. Mating means joining to optical fiber cores, which offset causes an imperfect transfer of optical signal from the transmitting fiber, this is a transmitting fiber, to the receiving fiber. This is the transmitting fiber and this is the receiving fiber. So an important note, the effect of a given amount of lateral offset, will depend on the other parameters such as relative diameters of the respective cores. For example, if the transmitting core is smaller than receiving core, the effect will be less. Than if both cores were the same size. The effect will be less if the cores of the two optical fibers, that is transmitting and receiving optical fibers, were the same size. It is analogous loss of optical power which is caused by the lateral misalignment of the fiber and optical source. So this is the misalignment loss for lateral misalignment for single mode fibers can be represented with the help of this equation, that is equal to minus 10 log exponential d by w whole square, where d is the separation or misalignment separation and w is the mode field diameter. W is the mode field diameter. Next one is gap loss or longitudinal loss. Next one is gap loss or longitudinal loss. The power loss that occurs when an optical signal is transferred from one fiber to another that is axially aligned. That is axially aligned with it, but longitudinally separated from it. This is a transmitting fiber and receiving fiber which is separated with some distance s with a refractive index n3. The representation for single mode fiber, the gap loss of single mode fiber is equal to 10 log 64 n1 square n3 square by n1 plus n3 whole power 4 plus g square plus 4. So next one is angular misalignment loss. Angular misalignment loss, the optical power loss caused by the angular deviation. The optical power loss caused by the angular deviation from optimum alignment of the source to the optical fiber. This is source. Let us consider to the optical fiber and fiber to fiber. This is fiber to fiber or fiber to the detector, and this is a fiber to the, let us consider we have a detector over here. Okay, this angular misalignment loss caused by the angular deviation theta from the optimum alignment of the source to optical power, source to optical fiber cable, and fiber to the fiber and fiber to the detector. The representation of this angular misalignment loss for single mode fibers is equal to minus 10 log exponential minus pi n2 w theta by lambda whole square. Pi n2 w theta by lambda whole square, where n2 is the refractive index, w is the mode field diameter, and theta is the angular separation between two optical fiber cables, and lambda is the wavelength of the optical signal.